there guys, welcome back. This is Beto the Bandito, and it really has been a long time I posted any videos or any sort of thing of content, and that is that's my apologies about it. I actually have been extremely busy. As you guys all may have known, I'm gonna be having a baby girl pretty soon, and she's due March, so that's been the latest thing that has been happening in my life, and just a lot of preparation and doing and all. But in all this, I want to get back into this. You guys most likely, if you haven't gotten a chance, please check out my Instagram. Right now I'm starting a segment called Dear Little Brother, and it's inspired as me as being a big brother. I want to help out and reach out and get closer to of course my little brother, but for anybody else who can hear the message through that video, yeah, please check it out. You'll find information down in the description below, and or you can also look out on my Facebook page, Beto the Bandito, or my Twitter as well. So back in middle school, there was a time when I actually was there was a girl that I knew at the time, and she was super cool. Everything about her, I was just like, oh, at that time I was like, I really liked her a lot. And so when I knew in middle school I knew that Valentine's was coming up, and so I was super excited. I was like, oh, this is my time. Again, I think it would have been better if I confessed to her and told her that I liked her and all that, but that really did not happen. Actually, in reality, what happened was that I was more trying to get around it and try to, instead of saying it to her, maybe leave her some cute notes or some sort of thing to let her know that she has a secret admirer of sort. And so when Valentine's came, okay, and here it goes, oh my gosh. So when Valentine's actually came around, I remember I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and I would ride my bike to the middle school, and as I was riding my bike, I woke up super early. My parents were like, I remember my parents asked my sister where I was, and she's like, oh, he left already for school. And so I remember waking up super early. I was like planning this out to the last little minute. It was all strategic. All the night before, just saying when I have to put it, where is she gonna be sitting, everything about, like, I had to be precise. And so I remember waking up early, going to Walgreens that was pretty actually close by, and I remember I got her some plush and then some candy and everything, and then I wrote a little sweet little note on it saying, you really are an awesome and amazing person. You truly inspire me, and I really have liked you for such a long time. And I wanted to put my name, and I wanted to put it there, but I was so nervous. Like, I was like, ooh, I'm just gonna put secret admirer. And so I remember riding my bike to school super early, and at the time I would go into school pretty early. My sister and I would go, and the janitor there actually would let us in early in there, so that was always good, so we didn't have to stand out in the cold. But yeah, so that basically that morning, as I start approaching the school itself, of course I see the janitor, and I'm knocking, and the janitor looks, he's like, wow, you're really early. I'm like, yeah. And so I would just hang out in the cafeteria area and all that, and so I just waited until for her first period to come, and then I just ran to the classroom. I waited and finally got that open, and oh no, and yeah, she was in my first period. I do remember she was in my first period, and I ran in and I sat, and then I just set everything up. I put the plush and the note, the candy, everything, just to make it as cute as possible. And so as people were coming in, and I was like the first one in there, people were coming by, they were sitting and all this and that, and people were looking at this really cute plush and everything. They're like, oh wow, so and so got this. Let's just call her Fiona got this or something, and then there's like, wow, like, ooh, who is it from? And it's like, ooh, Fiona's gonna love this and all this. And so then when she finally arrived, I was so nervous. I was like, ooh, man, my hands were sweating. I was just getting chills. I was like, like, I couldn't look. I can see her in the corner of my eye just walking, and she's like, and like you can just tell she was like, And I was like, oh snap, oh snap. And she's like, oh, and I was like, yes, yes. But the problem, but not the problem, but I was like, yes, she loved it, she loved it. And then she was like, oh, who gave this to me? Who gave this to me? And I wanted to say, oh, but I was just so scared. And so basically, yeah, she loved it. I was just like, yes, I did this on point. Everything was perfect. And then, as throughout the day passed by, as the periods were going by, she was asking everybody around. She was asking, oh, do you know who gave me this? Do you know who my secret admirer is? And she was a good friend of mine too. And so she would ask me, and I was just like, I don't know, maybe might be somebody who is close to you, or and I was just trying to give her so many hints that it would lead her to knowing and discovering that it was me who gave her that. And this is the part where it gets so sad. Oh, and this is why I'm like, what actually ended up happening was that, I still keep, gosh, there was somebody, let's call him, what would be a good, Gaston. Let's call him Gaston. So Gaston, I mean, he was a very sporty guy, good-looking guy, in my opinion at the time, and Gaston was obviously interested in her. I knew that for a while, and you would not believe what Gaston did. So Gaston, he had the audacity to tell Fiona that gift was from him. Oh, my poor little heart broke. And Fiona believed it. She believed it, and then they were together, and they dated and everything and all that. So, yeah, that happened. And yeah, maybe Fiona, if you're out there and you're hearing that, now you know the truth. So that happened, and of course, little version of myself, I was heartbroken. I was just like, I could not believe it. And that whole question of, people had told me, well, not people, but I told myself, I was just like, why didn't you go up to Gaston and be like, hey, no, that's my gift? Or why didn't you go up to Fiona and say, hey, it was my gift? But you gotta understand this. I was very, very, very shy and had no self-esteem, no confidence at all in myself. So just even doing that was just so difficult for me. But yeah, that's my story of my Valentine when that happened, and boy, that was that was something for sure. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I'll be posting more videos. The next video I'm going to be trying to talk about is actually more in preparation for Valentine's for my fantastic wife. And so that would be an adventure of its own. Alright guys, stay tuned and see you guys later. Bye.